It's Nolan. What's going on, y'all? It's the kid J Nolan here. Hey, we got to talk about some things today, okay? Now, I'm going to be up front with y'all, man. It's crazy because T.I. is actually one of my favorite rappers, one of my biggest influences today, as far as my music career and just like where I want to go musically and where I want to go in terms of being an Atlanta artist that represents Atlanta to the fullest and having my own stamp. I look at him for a lot of things. Unfortunately, it looks like his son King is looking at him for a lot of things as well, trying to recreate the past because in the midst of T.I.'s rise to fame, he earned the nickname Trouble Man, okay? Prior to him becoming famous, he went to jail for a lot of different things. He was selling dope in his neighborhood, towing guns, things like that. When he got on as a rapper, he also got arrested for like possession, different things like that. We all know back in the mid 2000s, he got arrested for having illegal firearms and stuff like that. He had a whole army brigade of military issued firearms. So it seems like King is trying to find his place in the world. His other sons, they're productive citizens in the world. They do music as well, but they're more so influenced by positive energy. His son Damani is like J. Cole 2.0. You know what I mean? He got another son that played the guitar like Jimi Hendrix and shit. You got King out here trying to be Trouble Man Jr., right? Out here trying to cement his name out in the streets. And apparently he wanted to cement his name at today's Falcons game at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Prior to this game happening, you could see T.I. and his son out there. Primarily King, because if you go on his page now, he's got Instagram posts that show them in the tunnel at the stadium. They're being escorted out to their area, and somebody, I don't know who, if it's the security, if it's, family members that they with, whoever, somebody lets him know that they're watching him closely. He starts putting on this front, they can watch me, they can do what they want, da-da-da-da-da, y'all know how I'm coming, da-da-da-da-da. He's amped up, and, he's at a football game or about to attend a football game. His energy's on high. Not really something to read into, because niggas say, y'all know how I'm coming, da-da-da-da-da, but he's a fan. Right? He was just playing in a flag football game yesterday. So, he ain't really that type of guy. Or maybe he is. Or maybe he wants to believe he is. Maybe he feel like he the best of both worlds. I get on the flag football team with you and I whoop your ass afterwards. Maybe that's how he coming with it. Nonetheless, throughout this process, you also see him being seated, I guess, him and the family or whoever they with. He like, y'all better put some respect on my folks too. Y'all better show us some respect as he's going through the sideline. Still amped up. I don't know if he's talking about football, if he's talking about his family. We don't know what the fuck his motivation is. But then some video has actually leaked out about him turning up, going at his father, T.I. Okay, now in the video, you can hear him saying, y'all know how I'm coming. I can't believe y'all let these people play with me like that. So clearly somebody outside the family, I would assume, kind of got him off his square. It's seemingly so, there's a rumor floating that he made a comment about him being from the hood or him being of, street origin. And I believe T.I. interjected and said, hey, slow your roll. You ain't really like that. You was raised on Terra Boulevard, which is not the beautifulest area in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? I will say that. I come from that area, South Side. I represent it. We do the South Side hats over here. Got South Side shit for sale. Lotto, another South Side. Sistren, Flakko, Sierra, 2 Chainz, Jermaine Dupri, Luda, South Side. But you had the opportunity to have dual citizenship. You understand? Now, he was raised on Terra Boulevard with his grandmother, but he also had the ability to navigate the rich world with his parents, T.I. and Tiny. Now, he's made the claim he really didn't live with T.I. and Tiny like that. He basically said that they were used, the kids were used as characters on the show for the family hustle. Basically made them look good, like they had this great tight family knit situation. But as soon as the cameras went off, he said he would go back to his grandmama house. We can see him turning up at T.I. We hear Tip in the background saying some things, saying you embarrassing your family, you embarrassing yourself, you embarrassing us. You need to calm down. You're acting a fool. I guess somebody between them figured that they was going to cool off or whatever. So they kind of converge and get closer, and T.I. ends up hemming him up to where you can hear King say, hey man, get the fuck off me. But it's already too late. T.I. done snatched his ass up and said, boy, you can't do shit with me, boy. You can't do nothing with me. And I must say, this the ass whooping he probably been needing for a decade. You know, the soft parenting thing, there's got to be a fine line between soft parenting and letting a child know, hey, you step out of line. You want to get grown with me. You know what I'm saying? You stay in a child place, we ain't never going to have no issues. But if you want to get grown, we can get into some grown shit. And you got to understand, my background and your background ain't the same. I went through some shit you'll never had to see. I don't give a fuck how many nights you spent with your grandma in the hood. Okay? I had to go live the hood life because I ain't had no other choices. Different shit. Let's get into the video, though.
You capping. You're upset. You're mad. You capping. You capping. I know you. You capping. I know you. Ain't no mystery about here. I know you though. I know you though. I know you. What's wrong with y'all? Why y'all doing that to me? Y'all know me. You know I stand on business. Why you even letting somebody play with me like that? Why you letting somebody play with me like that? Why you letting him play with me like that? Why you letting him play with me like that? No, ain't no joking. What do you mean?
You are embarrassing yourself and your family, nigga. You embarrassing yourself. You are embarrassing yourself. You are embarrassing yourself.
Man, what is she talking about? Get off me, nigga. Man, get off me, nigga.
Well, you can't do nothing with me. Shit you can do with me.
We hate to see it, but we love to see it at the same time, man. As a future dad, I got one on the way, man. I hope I never had to go through this type of situation with my little man. I hope that he gravitates to the straight and narrow path and that we don't have to go through these rocky situations. But there comes a time in every young man's life where he needs some straightening. Now, what that looks like, that day of straightening, it looks different in every household. It looks different in every personality, but niggas start smelling themselves. You got to let them know what's going on. My mama pushed me across the motherfucking room one time. I was in like 8th grade. I was on some bullshit. I was listening to goddamn hip hop music and, you know, trying to be down and shit. One day we ain't had to go to school. I think I was sick. One of my little friends or whatever was also home from school. We on the phone talking crazy. I don't know what type of dumb shit I was on, but the whole phone call was being recorded on the voicemail at the house. This is how you know you be on some bullshit, because something crazy like this always pop up with evidence. This is back when house phones was a thing. So my mama get home later and she checked the voicemail and she hears this long ass phone call of us going in talking about, oh, fuck you, nigga, bitch ass nigga. I whoop your ass, but don't play with me. And we talking as friends, you know what I'm saying? But you know, young men, that fucking that not even teenage angst, but just wanting to be down, listening to the hip hop shit, watching goddamn football. There's so much testosterone going through your young ass. And we just talking like we really living that life. She heard the shit on the voicemail, came and said, huh, what you do today? Oh, so well, yeah. How was your day? I'm like, oh yeah, everything's good. Nah, nigga, what the fuck is this? So I don't know what I did or what I said, but I think what happened was I kind of jumped off the bed, and I wasn't trying to rush at her or nothing, but I just jumped off the bed or something, and she pushed me halfway across the room, and I looked out like, oh shit. Damn, where'd she get all this strength from? Who is this lady? Because I never really got in trouble like that. Didn't have to get no ass whoopings, no none of that type shit. I'm like, oh, fuck. I'm good, man. You can go to your room. I'll stay in mine. You know, you can have the TV. You know, call me out for dinner. I'm good. I don't want none of that smoke that you got down piping up right now. I'm good. And I was good. Apparently, this young man missed out on a lot of those key moments when he was a child. I don't know what type of rearing he received with his grandmother, right? We never seen what his life was like in that household. But from my understanding, grandmama gonna love on him. You know what I'm saying? Grandmama might check him, might give him a little guidance here and there. But grandma also, she looked kind of white to me. You know what I'm saying? So she probably wasn't really about ass whoopings. You feel me? She probably gonna hug him, make him sit in timeout, finish your broccoli. You know what I'm saying? He running amok in the crib, but she love him to death. She not gonna discard him. Apparently, in these areas where they was at, he started getting involved with some of the other kids. You know, he grew up with some of the other kids, and unfortunately, a lot of people from that area, they do grow up to have, you know, a checkered history. Doesn't mean that they're bad people, just means that they may go through some things. And he's around people that's going through some things that he don't necessarily have to go through or choose, but these are the people that he grew allyship and alliance with because he was spending so much time in their community. As a matter of fact, he spoke about it on Funny Marco's show, right? Let's actually play some of the audio. I'm not going to play the video because that show is in conjunction with Complex. So, you know, they own that. But we'll play some of the audio of what he feels is the biggest misconception about who he is.
What is the real guy? What do you feel like they got on you that they shouldn't have on you? Because I feel like with them probably seeing you grow up, they just got like, you can't be you.
Go.
Yeah, man, it's a lot about that TV show, man, that got people confused. Because I live with my grandma. You know, we'll go to the house on like a weekend. They'll say, hey, we shooting today. We need y'all at the house. They'll come get me from my grandma's house. And right after we done, when them cameras go off, I'm right back to my grandma's house. Yeah.
And then you went to, this is what you used to be.
This what I used to be?
No, not right now. We about to pull.
So that's the story that he's sticking with, right? Then we had the incident with King where he was at odds with the Waffle House workers. We all saw that. It went super viral. Also got arrested at one point last year. The details are still murky about how he got arrested, but T.I. put this statement out. He says, small request, stop hitting me. Getting in my comments, telling me what to tell King. I know my son. Think I ain't spoke to my son? Think I ain't told my son, his mama and his grandmamas? His ass going to prison. If he goddamn keep this shit up, his ass going to prison. He said, can't nobody stop it but him. I've already made my peace with it because I know that energy. I was that energy. I know exactly how it's gonna turn out. So this is T.I. speaking on his son, who's only, 19, 20 years old. He said, I already made peace with it. This nigga going in the can. He want to be a tough guy. He want to be a gangster. He want to wear that Terra Boulevard shit on his back like a badge of honor. He gonna do that. I can't change him. I can't make him do nothing outside of what he wants to do. We've talked. We've had so many other talks. This is who he wants to be. His ass going to prison. I already know how it go because that's who I wanted to be, and my ass ended up in prison. You want to follow your daddy footsteps? You might as well follow the steps to being a motherfucking music mogul. You know what I'm saying? Coming out with about 10 albums, coming out with clothing line, doing movies and shit. You don't want to follow them footsteps. You want to go back to the streets? Have at it, my nigga. I already done showed you how that end up. You want to play with it? Be Lola Brooke if you want. King has also done some posts and deletes today. He went on his Instagram and his stories and he put out a few little messages. Again, he's taking them down, but I had snagged them before they got to snagging. You know what I mean? So first he says, I stand on business. Don't give a fuck who you are. And I'm going to say all this shit aggressively because he's clearly hot. You know what I'm saying? He's posting himself. He's in his car driving and he just posted a little screen cap of him riding. You know, we finna ride on our enemies Tupac style. Nigga, I don't give a fuck who you are. We standing on business. He come back. I don't give a fuck who you are again. Letting you know. If you thought I gave a fuck last time, I told you I didn't. But I'm following up to let you know I still give none. Okay? Who you are. Motherfucker can't play with me in my face. Not going for that. I'm a grown-ass man now. Grown-ass man did get snatched up, too. He grabbed you by your collar, man. That's just like how Jen Jones was talking to D1. Saying we seen nigga shirt get wrinkled for less, my nigga. Your shirt got wrinkled today. And you talking on IG Live in the story. I'm a grown-ass man. Living off your daddy money, though. If I'm a mistake, say that. Stop making the world think you fuck with me when you don't. Now, this is where shit get a little bit tricky. This young man said, if I'm a mistake, just tell me that. Just be honest with me. Tell me you don't love me. Tell me you never wanted me. Tell me that, you know, I just sprung up on y'all and y'all was left to decide what was going to happen with me. I've been the outcast. I've been the black sheep. I've been the troublemaker. Y'all ain't never showed me the same love that y'all show to other kids. What the fuck is up? So outside all of that aggression, somewhere deep down is a world of hurt and pain that has not been expressed to his family. Says, nigga be faking an image for the internet and it ain't me, bruh. Okay, this is where we got to draw the line. I was showing empathy, sympathy, and all that shit. But now you talking about people are faking an image. Two things can be correct, right? They could also be putting on an image. I don't know what image it is that you're expecting them to put on because they haven't really been in the spotlight like that Tip been chilling. Tip been trying to get this last album out. Your mama just chilling. You know, they not really putting anything out there. They have in the past, right? Because they was on TV. They were broadcasting y'all's lives or some version of y'all lives. But it's like they don't even want the spotlight no more. You do. And you out here using the underworld basically to try and gain it. You out here feeding homeless people chips that's killing people. Right? You out here hanging in the rough areas of the A, filming yourself being in these areas to let people know that you out here, that you outside. You get online mad at certain artists because they don't want to perform at your birthday bash because you ain't got no money for them. You get online trying to leverage the celebrity in the relationships of your father, and niggas say, hey, I can't do it. Now you're mad that Flakko don't want to party with you. You got to understand, you reap a lot of benefits from association to your family, but you are not T.I. You're not your mother, who also has connections in the industry, also has a music career of her own that still continues ongoing because she performs. You haven't earned your place in the world. You haven't done anything historical. You haven't actually put your flag into the ground. Instead of doing all this bullshit, you need to be goddamn plotting and planning on how to be King Harris, how to cement your own legacy, how to create something that your children can be proud of later on in life. And you might be the black sheep. It might take you a little more extra time than the rest of your brothers and your sisters. There's no shame in that. But what you got to figure out is how to stay the fuck out of trouble. We don't know about their parenting skills. We don't know if they were the most emotionally stable, emotionally available. You know, I would assume T.I. probably wasn't. I mean, he was out here doing a lot of things. He was dropping albums every year, touring, right? Whoring. We're going to be honest. This is what niggas do when they get in the industry. Doing business deals, doing movies, ATL. What was the other movie he was in? Takers. Building up Grand Hustle, signing artists, helping other artists get on, going through his own public controversy. People was trying to kill him at one point. They ended up killing his uncle or his cousin or something like that. You know what I mean? So people that were close to him ended up dying by murder, which is what led him to that case, that raid, because he was stocking up on firearms and weaponry in case somebody was trying to, invade on him. He had to sit down, go to prison. So in the midst of all that, where does he really have time to offer his kids, to be that full-time dad that a lot of kids yearn for and need? This is what happens with a lot of celebrity kids, right? They feel like I've had the money, I've had all of the accolades, I've had all of the things to get ahead in life, but I don't know how to utilize those tools because you didn't actually sit down and show me how to utilize the tools, right? I didn't appreciate them because they came from a stranger almost. Then he feels like an estranged child because we only really came to hang with y'all, our own parents, when y'all wanted to do a TV show. Where was that time outside the TV show? You sent me right back to my grandma's house. So they definitely got to accept some fault. But on the other end of the spectrum, you also got to understand that your parents went out here and busted their ass for you to live a good life, for you to have the things that you have, for you to be able to live a good life today. Don't nobody know what you do for money, man. All we know is that T.I. and Tiny gonna make sure that their kids is good. T.I. said you saved up your own money to get your teeth done. You're trying to be your own man. But let's be honest. Where's your money coming from? Doing appearances because you're T.I.'s son? Like, you get luxuries in life that a lot of people don't have. And you shouldn't feel bad for having them, but you need to understand that this is present. Get in the studio with your brothers. They may not like you. I don't know what your relationship is, but get in the studio with your brothers. Figure out what Damani is doing for his success, because he out here hanging out with J. Cole and shit, getting PS5s from J. Cole and shit. Like, you might need to change up your circle. Might need to change up what you think your circle need to look like. And I got somebody that I know that had a bad experience with you too. Somebody personally, a friend of mine, a childhood friend that almost had to knock your ass out. But we ain't gonna get into all that neither. At the end of the day, hope you find your way. Hopefully you can mend your relationship with your father and your mother, because your mother was also very disappointed. She was also very distraught. You can hear her in the background also in the video. She didn't understand why you was acting out. Tip didn't understand why you was acting out. You didn't understand why you were getting played, quote unquote, which is one of the worst things you could ever feel as a young black man. You need to get out of that train of thought. Oh, you tried to play me. This person tried to play me. It's a lot of people in life that's going to try to play you. Your answer to that is not violence, right? Your answer to that is if niggas is playing you, you're in a situation where you're accepted but not celebrated, go to where they will celebrate you, even if that's family. And I know that may be a tough pill to swallow, but sometimes the truth pill is the one you need, indeed. Let me know what y'all think of this down below in the comments. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit the post notification bell for all updates, and I will see you all on the next one, all right? Southside Nolan is available. Hit the link in the description. You're going to hear Let's Get It Play. That's one of the songs on the album. Got so much more. It gets better from here. Go ahead and support the album. Much love and respect. Peace.
King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rag. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef on computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. With drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I've been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. Wanna catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.